do is watch the movie Alien Arrival. And the aliens have always been here. Uh, but in that movie, there's a computer, and what it'll say is, I have knowledge. So watch that movie and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But that's artificial intelligence that's hacking the minds of people with gifts. So you got a supernatural gift, right? Which was given to you by the cosmos. And the United States government will hack these people and spirit cook them with electromagnetic technology, which is highly illegal. This would be the NSA and the CIA. Okay, and I'm about to show you the blackmail. And I'm going to explain to you the predictive programming and how all that works. And for all of you who's well aware of predictive programming, this one will come as no surprise. And this is how the United States government, particularly in this case the CIA, blackmailed President Trump to be a puppet after they hacked his mind with the MK Ultra program so that they could use him to deceive the conservative base and make all of them like him, so in the end that they'll end up being deplorable, as the media said. And what they want to do is lead them along with knowing that President Trump's blackmailed and telling the conservative base everything that they want to hear, so that whenever it's all said and done, the sex tape of Roger Stone comes out. Tiger Woods, okay? That means military maneuvers, and I have that in my emails. And Alex Jones knows all about this because Alex Jones helped the CIA blackmail President Trump into becoming president. This is a fact. But what Alex Jones didn't know was Melania's a KGB agent who filmed herself pegging oil to Bitcoin, if you'll watch all my other videos. And when they filmed this, that was counter blackmail. So if you'll watch Pinky and the Brain, it explains pegging oil to Bitcoin, which was symbolism in an illegal technocracy. President Trump would be Bitcoin, and Melania, the Soviet supermodel who was in Hustler magazine, was pegging oil to his ass. So back here in the background, you have the CIA agent many years ago, shortly after they had sex together, and it was on film. And the CIA is using that. Now, I'm going to go back through all of these again, but I was just kind of going with the flow here. President Trump and Predictive Programming is a video you can watch on my YouTube channel. Shortly after I made this video about the Hunchback of Notre Dame, which would be President Trump, 10 days later, the church in the church in Notre Dame burned down, the Notre Dame Cathedral fire, and you can look that up on the YouTube after you watch the video and you look at the date here. So that'll verify to everybody that I know what I'm talking about. And what I want to talk about is, here is Roger Stone, okay? And if you're familiar with American Dad, the CIA is the dad, and Roger is his little tag-along buddy, which is an MK Ultra technology that hacks people's minds, right? Look at that, perfect timing. Hollywood Elites, DonaldJTrump.com, and that would be DARPA, who operates the internet with artificial intelligence, who just popped that up at the perfect time to also just really drive it home, right? So you see how this works now. So that is the technocracy that we live in, but DARPA is only controlling the internet. Other agencies like the CIA and the NSA are hacking our minds to election metal. So what they'll do is get somebody like President Trump, who's a showman, and they'll get blackmail on him so that they can make him a liar in chief to deceive the conservative base. Thumbs up in the background. That was shortly after Roger Stone, who's a CIA agent, made sure that the room that they were in had a recording device in it as President Trump was having sex with Roger Stone. Now, Roger is the name of the alien here, and Roger Stone. If you'll watch all of my videos, you'll understand what a stone is. That is basically a technology. It's like a ring, like the Ring of Mordor or whatever from Lord of the Rings. Literally, it's a technology that hacks people's minds and sets people up to blackmail them. So he's just a puppet, and they drove him around, President Trump. And you got to really watch this to understand what I'm talking about. This is exactly what the CIA did. They drove President Trump around like the puppet that he is. He's a blackmailed slave. He was a mind-controlled slave who became a blackmailed slave, and the CIA's in the background with a thumbs up here, and he's looking like, hey, yeah, I just did my duty for society. I just put a video camera in the bedroom while we had sex together, and I'm going to blackmail him, right, into becoming president, and when it's all said and done, he's going to be married to a KGB supermodel so that we can blame it all on Russia. That was exactly their plan. That's exactly what the CIA and the NSA set up, because what they are godless demons who want to burn the Christian conservative base and make them look deplorable after the sex tape comes out of not only Melania pegging oil to his ass, but Roger Stone having sex with him, which nobody ever would have thought that President Trump would be in a gay sex tape. So that's how the media was involved in this, the Mockingbird media, in order to paint the Christian conservatives whose minds are all hacked by illegal technology in an illegal technocracy as deplorable when it's all said and done. But what they're going to do is know what happened when it's all over, because USA SOC, or USOC, Army Special Operations Command, caught all of them in the act, and they're going to tell a story as to everything that went on. And I'm a lieutenant colonel in USOC, in psychological operations, so that the truth can be told. Okay, that would be Tiger Woods military maneuvers, right? So here you have the video. Now, what is Trump? He's orange, right? He's a fish. And this alien, which would be Roger Stone, is sucking his dick on video, right? Yeah. You see how all this works now? It's called predictive programming. So they're having gay butt sex together, right? And the CIA walks in, which is American Dad. Now you got to go familiar. If for all of you who aren't familiarized with American Dad, he's a CIA agent. This is Roger Stone, right? And that's the orange goldfish. Now, if you know what a fish is, that's the MK Ultra program, where the CIA plucks somebody out of thin air because their name is appropriate, which would be Trump, right? Trumping the AI takeover, which I'm on board with that, but I'm also on board with telling the truth. And when you get down to it, this trumps the AI takeover very easily, because his name was, it's like Barr, AG Barr, Attorney General Barr, and then Bannon, right? Bannon, who got Trump elected. So you got Barrett, Trumpet, and Bannon, right? So the CIA guy is here looking at them when they're having sex, which means this is on tape, and the CIA's blackmailing President Trump in order to be the president who deceives the conservative base in order to believe that he's actually going to build a wall. Well, a wall hasn't been built. Okay, there is no wall that's built. Now, is he going to run on that again? No, he will. He will, but he's going to have a hard time. And what's going to happen is USOC is going to make all of this come out to light. And then Tulsi Gabbard is going to be the next president. You see the purple back there in the egg frame? I thought that was neat.
It's not what you think.
Yeah. I believe you. So you got all of that. All right. Now, what you got to really pay attention to here is the shape of Roger Stone's head. right? Right. And it looks like that alien. You see what I'm saying? His name's Roger. Watch these videos. Now, you want to go back and you want to watch these videos that I've put together for you here in this video. And if you're familiar with my emails, Texas Rangers, you can go back and all of those 40,000 emails that I sent you. And I just pulled this up just now. And what Tiger Woods means is a military maneuver. Wood equals military. But if you see Tiger Woods on the television right before a media or while the media is talking, the next story would be that that's a military maneuver. And that's exactly what just took place. That's what we've got going on here. This is United States Army Special Operations Command calling out the intel community for what they are. They're demons and they're pieces of shit and they're all about to die. Okay. They used Roger Stone to have sex with mind-controlled MK Ultra President Trump with a CIA man in the background giving a thumbs up. There's your next president because he made sure that he's blackmailed. That's exactly how that works. Okay. Now, if you have any doubt that I'm lying to you or I'm deceiving you, go watch this video on my YouTube channel, Major Longplay, President Trump and Predictive Programming. I posted this 10 days before the Notre Dame Cathedral fire because I'm an actual prophet, not one of these fake technocrat prophets. I can actually see the future. And the future is, and you got to really pay attention, and I explained the underlying symbolism here as to how President Trump became the president of the United States. And I just explained it again. And so you really want to go watch all these links, okay? Do your research, watch this entire video, and it explains how the CIA forced President Trump to become a president so that he can deceive the conservative base, which are Christians, and they want to genocide Christians out of existence. And they're using Ancestry.com, Jeff Bezos, they're using the DNA and Ancestry.com and Amazon. Amazon has a private security firm that hacks people's minds under the umbrella of the CIA, and it drives them into suicide to include 22 veterans a day. They're literally murdering 22 veterans a day under Operation Vigilant Eagle, which is an FBI operation which told the system that it's okay to classify veterans as lone wolves and extremists. And that gives them the opportunity to hack their minds and drive them into suicide at the rate of 22 a day, to be blamed on PTSD after they fought in pointless wars. An emergency on 911. We went to take out Sad Am, who's sane. IRAQ. Well, I'm saying, and I'm explaining to you, world, exactly what's going on and why President Trump's the president. It is intended, when it's all said and done, that the sex tape comes out to paint the Christian base as deplorable because they voted for a homosexual, and that is counterintuitive to their religion. They think that he's actually a stand-up guy doing the will of what they wanted him to do after they voted for him. But nothing can be farther from the case. He's lying through his teeth. He's a total freaking fraud because the CIA is blackmailing him, and they're holding him hostage with illegal technology. And the NSA is in the same boat. They actually hack people's minds and turn them into political avatars in an illegal technocracy. These are facts. That's the America that you live in, and they've enslaved all of you by pumping you full of flu shots that have nanotechnology in them that connect you to satellites. Polio vaccine, political input-output. I can't make this any clearer, Gina Haspel or G.N.A. Locke. Right? Lockheed Martin pretty much snuck up and butt-fucked this game up. So you're all being exposed, and you're all going down. Okay? And USOC has my back because I am a lieutenant colonel who you came here and waterboarded, which is hyperbole for using this electromagnetic technology for hacking somebody's mind and torturing them. So I am a lieutenant colonel, CIA, who you came here with your Mockingbird media and hacked me. Now, if you'll remember in Vanilla Ice, check out the hook while the DJ revolves it, and then Pinky in the Brain, Operation Bait and Tackle. Now, this is the part where you all die. You understand that? That's the end of the game. Lights out. Turn out the lights. The party's over. The American public is about to find out. Ta-cha-cha. You hacked their minds. Yeah. And they're coming with sharpened pitchforks to stab you in your throat. Cha-cha. You fucking hacks.